What's up, guys? This is Thomas Burns with Thrive. Today is episode number 8, and I'm really going to break down some awesome food for you guys today. So today I went on a little adventure with one of my employees, and we went out there to really grab some fast food. Some great places that I hear some people talk about. Obviously, we got McDonald's, Taco Bell, and Chick-fil-A. All these some really popular spots. All these are some places that people really love. So I really wanted to break this stuff down so people could see what the calorie content is for each individual spot versus if you ate healthier options. Over here, you could see the difference in quantity and also the quality of the different things that you're getting. So as we're kind of breaking things down a little bit, it's all about the choices you make and what you're making in order to making sure you're getting the best results that you can in the gym, because it all starts with nutrition. And if you have the right nutrition, obviously you'll then get the best results that you want. So fast food is obviously super convenient, but at the same time, we need to make sure we're making the right choices so we can obviously make the right choices at home versus making choices here. So the first thing obviously we have is McDonald's. So McDonald's, and then we got I'm trying to hold it up for you guys here. So we got a McGriddle here, egg white, and there's ham on here, and also some cheese as well too. Kind of funny, this is the first time I went into McDonald's drive-thru since, what was it? I was a freshman in college. So I was like pulling in, so I have a branded truck and everything. So I'm like pulling into the drive-thru, and I'm like, first off, everybody's like, yo, this guy's a hypocrite. And it's like, why is he in a drive-thru? And then I'm trying to like film as I'm doing it, and I'm like sitting there, I'm like, what do I order? Like, this is wild. So anyways, sorry, side story. And so second place I went to is Taco Bell. So I went there, and it is unbelievable how many different burritos, quesadillas, different things that you can order, because it's all just like blown out of proportion. But the sodium content is crazy high in some of these places. Then obviously Chick-fil-A. A lot of people think that this is one of the healthiest options because, obviously they really promote made with real chicken, and also their french fries and everything else as well too, that they're saying, hey, cut with real potatoes, this kind of stuff. So breaking down some of the calorie content, starting off with McDonald's, it is over 450 calories. You get 19 grams of protein, and you get 48 grams of carbohydrates. Here's their OG hash brown. And then you get 21 grams of fat and 760 grams of sodium. So sodium is super high. Your body's having a hard time processing all that. So then, of course, you're going to add on a lot of water weight, and you're add on a lot of water retention as well too. So next thing we got, like I said, there were a lot of burrito options. So I went with the Cantina burrito, and I tried to get something a little higher protein too. So I added steak to it instead of chicken also. And so this came up to 44 grams of protein, 177 carbohydrates, and 50 grams of fat. So when you go to Taco Bell, you're normally going to, it is a little like off-brand Mexican restaurant, right? So, of course, you're going to be like, oh, I'm going to a Mexican restaurant, off-brand, right? So you're going to be like, oh, I need chips. So, of course, I also got the chips as well, too. I was like, ooh, cinnamon twist. But I was like, okay, not the average person's going to order that. And then I didn't know this, but every single entree also comes with a hard shell taco as well, too. So that is something I learned today. And then also comes with 3 different sauces. Also, side note, if you are in any like Walmart, Kroger, Publix, wherever you are, they also sell those sauces in bottles, and they're lower calorie, so great options for adding onto your meals to help with variety and taste. Okay, last fast food place. Oh, sorry, back to Taco Bell one more time. So this is actually a medium Baja Blast. So this really kind of breaks down when I'm looking at, serving size. I'm like looking at this medium. I'm like, this is like insanely high for Taco Bell. So overall, Taco Bell was 1,320 calories. So looking at the amount of food for a taco, a burrito, and then some chips, you're getting 44 grams of protein, 177 carbs, and 50 grams of fat, and 3,000 milligrams of sodium. So you're getting a ton of sodium here. So same exact thing kind of we had with going with McDonald's, but just elevated. Then last fast food joint I went to was Chick-fil-A. So Chick-fil-A, like I said, they're trying to be a little bit healthier. Also very unfortunate that they're not open on Sunday sometimes as well too. I did get a Coke Zero here. So people that are like, oh, I need to, watch my sugar intake, that kind of stuff. Hey, I'm trying to be healthier. So I was trying to accommodate that kind of thing. But then also I was like, okay, what does the average person order when they go Chick-fil-A? Okay, number one with pickles, so classic chicken sandwich with pickles. And then, of course, a regular medium fry. And then, of course, you can't go without the Chick-fil-A sauce either, right? So, overall, Chick-fil-A meal, we're looking at this and we're like, okay, what is that? We're looking at 840 calories, 34 grams of protein, 86 carbs, 42 grams of fat, and 1,500 milligrams of sodium. So overall, all these places are really high when it comes to calorie content, carbohydrates, and fat. All these places also have a lot better alternatives when it comes to getting the right thing that you can get. So like, for example, Chick-fil-A has a breakfast grilled chicken sandwich, right? So if you went to Taco Bell, they have a Cantina Bowl that you can get as well too. Then you can add extra protein. If you went to McDonald's, let's say, you could get some sort of healthier option when it comes to like an egg white sandwich, but you could skip out on the hash brown. So then you're dropping your carbohydrates, dropping your sodium a little bit as well too, to help with those factors. But with these three meals that are here, that normal person grabs them, you're looking at 2,600 calories, only 97 grams of protein, 311 carbs, and 113 grams of fat, but a whopping 5,260 milligrams of sodium. So then we break all that down and we're like, okay, somebody's eating all this. Excuse me. And then they're like, so then somebody's eating all this, then they're like, okay, now I'm going to go into the gym and work out, right? So you can't outwork a bad diet, right? So like when I originally started, I was like, oh, okay, let me go work out. Now I'm going to hit up, McDonald's, and, that didn't work out very well. So, if somebody's hitting up, these fast food joints, they're constantly going to be in the same place they are, or they're going to actually lose progress. They're going to see that body fat percent go up, lean mass is going to stay the same, or even go down based off that low protein intake. So you're also going to spend a lot more money as well too. So that is somewhere where we're kind of looking at, make sure you're picking the right choices, and also making sure you're prioritizing healthier options, such as the ones that I kind of displayed over here. So over here, I displayed some of these ones. I'm going to move some of this fast food stuff out the way really quick so you guys can see this a little bit better. Meal number one here. So we have avocado. So you get a whole avocado, 2 cups of jasmine rice, and also 2 chicken breasts as well too. So, and also 2 tablespoons of olive oil. So all of this comes in meal number one. So all this is something that you can have versus one egg white McGriddle and 1 hash brown. That is going to equal out to 70 grams of protein, 100 carbohydrates, and 30 grams of fat. So then we're looking at this, we're like, okay, what is the biggest bang for my buck? Then you're looking at, okay, the healthier option, that's going to feed me a lot more, to where then you're going to get something that's a lot more substantial, that you're going to make a lot more progress in the gym, versus something that's, hey, like this isn't going to help support me as much, to where then you're going to lose a little bit more progress and not make the gains that you're looking for. So the meal number 2 that we're looking at here is we have broccoli, a good little pre-workout snack, so good carbohydrates and sugars before you come into the gym, a whole sweet potato, and also last thing on the bottom is we have ground turkey, 98.2 when it comes to fat there as well too. So that's where we're looking at, okay, here's a good quality meal to where you're getting your carbohydrates, protein, and veggies, So we're getting some really good quality stuff to where then you're getting, okay, I'm getting a lot of veggies. I'm getting my micronutrients there. I'm getting high quality protein. I'm getting a good starch here. And I'm also getting some good sugars and carbohydrates versus the Taco Bell one where it was the burrito, the chips, and the drink. So then we're looking at, okay, based off that calorie content, you're getting 65 grams of protein, only 95 carbs, and 35 fat. So that's where we're looking at, okay, look at the difference. It's wild. And then let me go to the last one really quick. Slide my veggies out the way. Okay. This is all going to my son and my wife later on today. When I get home, they're going to be like, oh, you went grocery shopping? I'm like, yes, I did. Little did you know. Okay. First one, the last one is, so you get 2 tablespoons of butter, 2 cups of jasmine rice, 1 8-ounce sirloin steak. You get asparagus and also 2 cups of strawberries as well too. So then we're getting a really great balanced meal at the end to where then you're really getting high quality nutrients to get high results that you're looking for to make sure we're really going in the right direction. So overall, you can look at these 3 meals and see that you're getting a lot more high quality ingredients and nutrients versus if you went to fast food. You're also saving a lot more money. So all of this stuff only cost me like $35. That stuff over there also costs me about $35 to $40, okay? But look at how much more the ingredients is versus what that is as well too. So then we can really understand, okay, hey, I'm eating a lot better, I'm getting a lot more results, I'm making the right progress, but I'm not, spending all that money as well too. So, so looking at the healthier side over here, you're looking at a total of about 3,000 calories, but you're looking at 200 grams of protein, 295 grams of carbohydrates, and right at 105 grams of fat. So you're getting great results. You're getting great opportunities to come into the gym, make great progress. So that's where Workout Anytime Franklin and Columbia really supports you. So we want to make sure you guys come in here, we give you the right support, the right ideas, and the things that you guys need through our personal trainers, our RAMP program, our success sessions. So that's where I sit down with people every day and they tell me, hey, these are the meals that I'm eating. These are the meals that, aren't getting me the results. I'm like, okay, try these different ideas, right? So some of these meals, yes, you're looking at them and you're like, okay, chicken or rice, right? But at the same time, like, you can make that so much better, right? You can make that into, like, the other day, my wife and I, we made a chicken-based pizza. And then we put literally fat-free cheese on it and turkey pepperonis to where then we're getting the results we need, but we're being creative as well too. Same thing with ground turkey. We make meatballs, and then of course we have our broccoli and all of our other stuff on the side. Then of course our steak here, I'll probably take this home tonight and we're going to chop it up and then make an Asian steak bowl is probably what I'm going to end up doing with this stuff tonight. I'm not just going to eat this individually because that's boring. I want to keep it fun, exciting, because life is short, right? So that's honestly the biggest thing. We want to keep it fun. We want to keep it fresh and keep it fancy. So, over here at Workout Anytime, we want to make sure you guys have that thing when it kind of, comes in here because we're here to support you guys. So come to Workout Anytime Franklin and Columbia. We're going to help you guys out today. Let's get going on your fitness journey. My name is Thomas Burns, and this is Thrive.